It's another edition of the Shooting USA Videocast from the NRA's annual meetings here in Houston, and this time it's my distinct pleasure to welcome my new friend, Jalen McClanahan from ReneaGun.com. Tony, mutual friend, told me a little bit about it. Help us understand what ReneaGun is.
Yeah, so ReneaGun.com is basically kind of like a virtual range program. So we're really here to just help anyone who is wanting to try something before they buy it. So we have a lot of different selections up on the website, whether you're just in the market for a new gun or you're wanting to try something super different. We have different packages, like hunting packages. So even if you're going to go out on a hunt somewhere and you want to have something different to shoot, we can send that out to whatever FFL out there for you to pick up and do it that way. So yeah, a lot of different opportunities, but we really just want to have a space where people can try a lot of different things out, especially with how expensive things are.
Certainly, certainly. And I think this benefits the consumer who doesn't necessarily obviously have access to a gun shop that might have its own range where they would have a rental fleet. And even in those instances, the rental fleet is very limited. I feel like in this case, you've got a big selection of all kinds of different things.
Yeah, that was the goal with our pool. We want to, obviously, like you said, a few ranges have their own range guns, but they're limited. And then also, most dealers don't even have a range. So definitely making it more accessible for everyone in that way. And we've really tried to include a lot of different things in our pool, a wide variety of things, because we do know somebody might want to try something completely different from someone else. So we try to have a really wide selection on there.
And you mentioned hunting guns. I mean, it's long guns too, ARs, all sorts of different things?
Yes, so we have ARs, handguns, long guns, all the things. And then for our hunting packages, actually, those come scoped out for different things. So we have your like whitetail hunting packages, elk, varmint, turkey, all those different things. So we even have the whole setup. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to rent one of the guns, they are on the website, they found a gun that they'd like to get. Take me from there. How does it work after that?
Yes, sir. So there's currently 2 ways to rent. So you can do your singular one-off rentals. So how that works is you go on the site, pick any gun we have available, and you're able to rent that between 4 to 30 days. So each gun has a daily rental rate. And so depending on how long you want to rent it for, you'll pay for that many days, but it's between 4 and 30. And then another way we actually have too is we have different, like I said, the hunting packages. Sure. And then another thing we have is if you're someone that's trying things out a lot, wanting to switch it out, we do have memberships, which aren't required. That's just if that's your preference.
That's an option.
Yes. So, and if you're a member, so you'll, instead of the rental fee that varies per gun, the members will pay a flat fee every month, and you're able to have one gun every month for 2 weeks at a time.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then we also have a pro tier where it's 2 guns a month for 2 weeks at a time. So a lot of different options, but yeah.
And then in this instance, whoever the renter is going to provide their own ammunition.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that's another thing. We are also trying to support local dealers. So if you're picking up at your dealer, we're hoping that you do utilize them for all your ammo and anything else there. And if you do end up wanting to buy it, we're hoping you go back to your local dealer and purchase that through them. Okay,
so that is kind of the way this thing closes out. If you've rented a gun from ReneaGun.com and you decide you like it and want to make a purchasing decision, it's not going to be that one. That one goes back into the rental fleet, the rental pool. You're going to go then to, hopefully, like you said, by design, the dealer where you did the initial transfer and place an order or purchase out of their inventory.
Yeah, so like I said, we're really trying to support the dealers and lower their customer acquisition costs. And also, we are confident in our dealers giving the customers a good experience, so they're going to want to go back to those dealers. And if there is an instance where maybe that specific dealer didn't have it, then we can help direct you to another one that does.
Sure, sure. So is this a relatively new concept? You guys have been underway for how long?
So we started last May, so it's been about a year now. So,
okay, good. And it seems to be gaining traction?
Yes, so we actually, it's been really exciting. We're partnering with Hickok 45. We're one of his sponsors
he's great.
now. Yeah, so he's been, sharing a lot more about it, which has been great. But yeah, definitely the first year under our belt has been awesome. And
he's
we're really excited.
Actually near to us in Tennessee.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. At this point, rough estimate, how many different guns are in the inventory?
Probably upwards of 200 or more, and we're always trying to grow. We recently actually just bought several. We are calling it the Collector's Corner. So these are our more like antique no longer in production items. So those are kind of really unique items, and those are all in the collector's corner, and we just got those a couple months ago. So we're always looking to expand. And then another thing we just uploaded to the website is customers do have an opportunity if they see something on, or if they know they want to try something out and it's not in our current offering, you're able to submit a request on the website. And if we have a few people showing interest, then we'll definitely look into adding that to the pool as well.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Excellent. It seems like a great idea, and it's interesting that no one else has ever done it, but I kind of can sort of see why maybe nobody else would ever do it. There might be a little bit of working out the kinks in it, but it feels like you guys have it running good.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny. In college, I always rented clothes from a clothing rental company.
Oh, yeah.
And so when we were thinking about how to do this, I was like, well, I do this with clothes. So we just kind of use the same model for this.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Man, well done. Excellent. Well, people find out more about it by going to ReneaGun.com. That's pretty straightforward. And then from there, it's just fill out the information, provide the FFL information to where you want to do the transfer. Now, when somebody wants to send the gun back, how does that process work?
Yeah, so the cool thing about ReneaGun is obviously all the transfers you do have to pick up at your FFL, but when you receive a gun from ReneaGun, we send it to your FFL. It comes in a case. It comes with a return label. So when you pick it up at the FFL, that's the last time you have to go to the FFL for that transfer. So when you return it, all you do is, currently we're with FedEx, you go to FedEx, put it in a box. We've given you that prepaid return label already. Slap it on there, send it out, and you're good to go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. More from ReneaGun.com. That's where you'll find out more. Thanks again, Jalen. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Pleasure to meet you.
Me.
Great job.